The podcast you are listening to of Holmberg's Morning Sickness is brought to you by my friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Trust me on this one. You've had barbecue before, but you haven't had it this good. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale, ericsfamilybbq.com.
Eric's Family Barbecue has arrived and is simply the best barbecue in Arizona. Come satisfy your taste buds with meats that are smoked over mesquite wood and sides that are made with fresh ingredients and tons of love. They have the best, juiciest brisket, pulled pork, rib sausage, turkey, or everyone's favorite, the Pitmaster Sampler that includes all the meat and 4 sides, mac and cheese, potato salad, coleslaw, corn, or beans, yum. And for dessert, try some creamy banana pudding, amazing. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meat, mesquite, repeat. Make the trip, you won't be sorry. Dine in or take it to go. Go to ericsfamilybbq.com for more info.
Holmberg's Morning Sickness. Morning Sickness. 98 KUPD.
Some guy just emailed and said the thing about it. He goes, you used to tell people to take those boner. It's true. I did. Because it was approved, and nowhere on that bottle did it say not for human consumption. That's all. And they didn't also sell those boner pills to get rid of horse ailments and in different packaging. That's all I'm saying is the responsibility factor is make sure it's the people version.
And that's what my argument was, is that Rogan needed a little bit more explanation on what he was taking.
Well, because the headlines, they all say, Rogan takes the ivermectin.
Well, and that's the thing about, that's the one bitch about I have about media in this one is
they're terrible.
They're all saying in the headline, he's taking ivermectin.
Yeah.
The guy's over it. He took it one time. He said that.
We don't know. Just
well,
don't
he'll
take
talk about it. More clarity.
If it says not for human consumption on the bottle,
yeah,
I think you should drink all of it.
I'm sure it'll be on this podcast.
Yeah, I'm sure you should
and then
drink all of it.
if you survive, it means that
sure.
it cures COVID.
Right. That's exactly it. Because everybody's like, John,
rationale.
We're thinning the herd with this. I'm like, I totally agree. But we have to do it with something that's not just going to be inconvenient. If we're going to thin the herd, let's thin it. Nothing that's just going to make them sick for a few days. All of our medical bills go up.
Plan B.
Make it. This guy says, make it a TikTok challenge. The Plan B challenge. Everybody takes Plan B. I'm in.
There you go.
See if that fixes everything. Rot your guts. I've been told also that the Casa de Puercos is the House of Pigs. Just to recap that old one. Sean emailed and said, I didn't want to get the vaccine, but my wife has really been wanting me to. She's a dental hygienist, reads pretty much every effing article written. I had COVID over Christmas last year. According to her readings, I'm good with just one shot. So I compromised. I'll take one of the 2 shots. Ooh. There you go. That's not bad.
Yeah.
You get some protection out of that. And it goes 70%? To prove, ladies, it goes to prove nothing will cure COVID or any other illness ever faster than you nagging us. Because we'll do whatever to shut you up. Anything to make you stop barking about it.
Really wish you'd get that shot.
I don't want it.
I really wish you'd get it, though. I just read a thing about I want to get the shot.
Look, if I get the shot, we stop it.
Yes.
But nagging's one thing. Don't let them hold you hostage. No hostage negotiations. If they take sex or BJ's out of the equation until you get the shot, do not negotiate with a terrorist. Sums it up. Pretty well could be the people calling everybody sheep are the ones that are taking livestock medicine. That's very true, too. And then yesterday we were talking about that abortion thing in Texas because it's such a good time to bring up controversial topics. Toledo gives me this. You get $10,000 to rat a girl out who's had an abortion in Texas.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Minimum $10,000.
That's pretty sweet. Yeah, because you can double up.
You can get more than that depending on what
So let me get this straight. You accidentally knock up a girl you don't like. Take her down there, turn her ass in, you get rid of 2 problems.
Yep.
She had an abortion, and I want her thrown in jail. It never bothered me. Yep. This is great. It's called the Texas Heartbeat Act. They have that 6-week thing, but I didn't know that part. So people who report abortion violations, not only the person getting one, but the person performing it or the place that might be doing it, $10,000. Abortion bounties.
So they created their own vigilante society because the authorities aren't going after these places that are going to do abortions.
Sure.
They want people to turn them in.
You do it.
Yep.
Even as an Italian.
Have a field day.
The Texas Rangers are going to be rolling them. You would do it.
I don't see any problems there.
Even the Italians are like, rat it out. $10,000's a lot of dough.
But minimum $10,000. I mean, so what? If you get a real whore, then you're going to get $20,000. Do they double it up for repeat offenders or what?
What if she had twins? Wow. What's going on in Texas? What are they hiding in Texas that they're throwing these out at us? Because these are gigantic, like, What are you guys doing that we don't know about?
They don't want the influx of California coming in anymore.
They're keeping California
I bet you
out.
there's something behind that.
You might be right. Just keep these Californians away. What's the fastest way to do them? They love them abortions and homeless folk, so let's do something against gays and whores. All right. What are they going to do to gays next in Texas? Because that will keep California away. Brady, you might be onto something there. Texas is looking around going, them Californians moving out of California, bringing their ideas over to the great state of Texas, the Lone Star State. Next thing you know, we're going to be crawling around with these aborted fetuses and homosexuals everywhere. Start passing some weird laws.
We're next.
Oh, that's the fear that I think we're kind of looking around going, I don't want the Californians over here anymore.
What could we do?
Got a Republican governor who looks over and goes, wow, that's... And then Abbott rolls over to Ducey and says, hey, man, Californians stop moving in. It's working. Do something about abortion. It drives them crazy.
Stop Californians from moving in?
Yeah.
I
think we're all in.
Where's the problem?
I think if you start telling them that their babies can't be aborted, they'll go to Nevada or something. Good idea. It's true, because they'll come over and start screaming about this one. That's not a bad plan. Brady might be onto that. Plus, they get into the rat factor. So, and there's nothing more those wacky lefties will do is turn you in for free money. So
they don't have the bats the Texans do.
They'll cannibalize their own, Brady, because the one thing that the socialists love is free cash. They hate that abortion, but this is a real quandary for them. Would you turn yourself in? Still get the dough? I just had an abortion. And I'd like my check, please. What a story that is. I had no idea. Would you do it?
Turn them in?
Yeah, like you find out that one of Kirby's friends gets pregnant, has an abortion, and it happens to be the law. And you're like, that's terrible. She's going through a hard time. Boop, 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 boop.
Hello there.
Hello.
My name's Jeeves Begogan.
Ahoy, hoy.
Ahoy, hoy. I happen to have a vacuum flusher in my house right now. Would you like me to detain her? I can keep her around with some cookies. Do I get extra money because she's 16?
Oh, yes. We love those. I would, if I was in Texas, I'd just hang around the Catholic schools because that's where all the abortions start. Those girls are, they're the ones that get pregnant all the time because they're against, the crazy thing is they're against contraception. So they have those babies. They're not against all that. Yeah.
Hello, Twitter world. How you doing? Hey, I just happen to know somebody who's doing some killing.
Oh, my God. I know who you are.
He's a millionaire.
Yeah.
I'm just hanging around down there. Found somebody else. We're still giving that $10,000 out.
And then Fred Goldman gets a check for $10,000 from him.
Ratted out a couple others, Fred. Enjoy my blood money, okay?
OJ goes on a rampage. Not only getting women pregnant, but turning them in right after.
Well, you're the dumb bitch what slept with OJ. So, I mean, come on now. Damn, lady, you mad at me? I just provided the milk. I mean, you made the cereal. Check, please. Damn. So you're going to have that abortion?
OJ, I told you not to finish there.
Well, you was so good, I couldn't control it. So you're going to have an abortion?
I think I'm going to look into it.
All right. I need your ID. Take a picture of that.
OJ's Roundup.
Take a picture of that. I'm the
He's doing the names
OJ, the abortion bounty hunter. Him and Dog are running around. By the way, did you see Dog? Dog's interview is fantastic. This is, Brett, how you didn't get an alert on your phone about this.
No, I didn't see it.
Dog the bounty hunter who got his show canceled a while ago because they released a phone call with his son where he said the N-word 6 times.
Right.
And they're like, you can't do that. He goes on Entertainment Tonight to address the issue of his daughter not being invited to his wedding to, remember Beth, the huge can lady he was married to? She passed away from cancer. Well, this lady he married happened to be one of her best friends. Right? So the daughter comes out and says, he's a racist, he's a homophobe, he cheated on my mom while she had cancer with her best friend, and he's like, I never did any of that. And he goes, I'm not a racist. And so the reporter is Kevin, I forget his last name, but he's a black guy for Entertainment Tonight, and he's like, you used the N-word, and he's like, yeah, I did. And it doesn't get better from there, because he's like...
Kevin Frazier,
yeah. And he says, but it doesn't make me racist. And he goes, why? He goes, by the way, I had... a card. I had the pass.
I had a pass.
I had a pass for it. And he goes, who gave you the pass? And he goes, the brothers. And he goes, the brothers? Kevin Frazier's like, what brothers? And he goes,
And
the
it's
Black
Kevin
Tribe.
Frazier?
He goes, the Black Tribe gave me the pass because
In prison.
in jail, we used to throw it around as kind of a compliment. And he goes, granted, my pass is expired.
Yeah, he said
Like he's got an expiration date on it. I'm like, oh, God, dog, stop talking. You're telling a black guy, look, I used it up until the pass expired.
Just like
Didn't get it
Eminem.
renewed?
And then I didn't get it renewed. I missed my fees, so now I don't use it anymore. And it's like, don't say that. 'cause
But he and Eminem have the pass.
But Eminem hasn't said it since
I know.
2002. You don't want to do that. Eminem basically said, I'm not going to use that anymore. It's too. And he said, I got more black friends than Eminem and all this other stuff. And then he said he's not. And I don't think using the word makes you immediately a racist. That makes it so you just think your race is better than someone else. But it's definitely an uncomfortable situation if you're throwing it around there, like, you know, and people don't like it. Then you don't.
And he was
say
trying to
it.
explain that also is kind of a term of endearment around your friends.
Sure.
You're in the club.
I love the C word.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites. It's like I absolutely love the C word. But I also recognize that I'm not going to go into Susan's office today and go, what's up? How are you? It's just not a thing to do. You pick
You
and
can't
choose.
be mad at me. I got a
your moments.
pass.
Yeah, I got a pass. From who? The bitches. Look, you lovely bitches know I'm working on my sexism.
It's just hard to pull that one off.
You can't do it. So there's certain times, and as a white person, I'll never, ever sit back and go, wow, I've never made a joke with a racial slur in it. Go yourselves. Yes, you have. We all have. We've all, and black people, you've done it. Mexicans, you've done it. Everybody's done it because sometimes it's hilarious.
Yeah.
But you don't like run around saying about people. That's the difference. It's context. And I don't, like freely just throw it out there. Hey, everybody, I love using this word. Oh, I got it. I'm just like, hey, there's one. There's one. I'm not doing that. That's racist. They're picking them out by that. But we all have to admit that, and that's the thing. I remember telling Ari Spears that. And he goes, you're an honest man. I appreciate that. He said, the last thing he likes was like somebody going, I've never used that word, Aries. I promise you that. More racist to a black person than anything in the world because now you're a liar, too. So, yeah, none of that. But Dog went on TV, interviewed by a black guy to say he had a card, a free pass from the Black Tribe.
And then calls Frazier that. And
He shouldn't have done that. That was the worst part. Look, you're a, and I can say that because I'm like, oh, here we go. But why does Dog, is he trying to get back on TV? Why does anybody care who went to his wedding and who didn't?
I think it all started because of his daughter coming out with this
But who
stuff.
cares?
Yeah.
They canceled him already.
Right.
He's not coming back.
Unless saw something where
he's not coming
he has
back. Who's going to watch Dog the Bounty
like a
Hunter?
one-off special.
Okay. Well, a Christmas special with Dog the Bounty Hunter? Good. It's going to fail. It's a bad... You know who's going to pay for that? The executives who greenlit it.
It'll be like the Christmas special for Star Wars.
Right, yeah. I would one and done, and you're like, maybe the Dog racist Christmas special was a bad idea. I don't think he's going to have...
They're wearing a Christmas hat and they're getting bounties.
Yeah. Dog's Day in the Sun is over. But to have Entertainment Tonight, just because all they did was race bait. They're like, okay, we got a guy who's in trouble for saying the N-word. Send our black reporter over there. Make this as uncomfortable for everyone as possible. And it's good TV, because it is. That's a good TV show. Black guy talking to racists. That's a great TV show. I would watch that all day long. It's amazing. It's why the Westboro Baptist Church understands how to get attention.
Right.
They may not buy into the stuff they're saying, but the signs they have make you know. We all know their name. It's branding. Might not be good branding, but it sure is branding. It's crazy. Oh, no. Thunder Horse is
all right.
He said ER, not A. We give passes to whites who use A. Whites that use ER never ask for permission. That is from our black listener.
I'm still not chancing it, but
I'm not giving that a run.
Yeah.
You want to swap up the vowels here?
Well, Thunder Horse might give us the pass, so I mean,
I'm not saying it to him.
I'm still not using it.
Again,
Don't look for the pass.
using it,
By
but
the
I'm
way,
just saying.
there's no pass.
I was going to say, what does this look like? Am I pulling this out of my wallet?
I'm going to try it. Hey, Thunder Horse, what's up? No.
I mean,
I'm going to try that again. Thunder Horse, what's up? That's it. Here's your card, laminated.
It's on the back of your vaccination
That's
card.
right. My driver's
Get
license
that.
has
It's a
it.
2-for-1.
Eyes blue, hair NA. N-word pass? Yes. Organ donor? No. Only to whites.
How about that? I'm applying for the N-word pass.
I don't know where at the DMV you go in
We
there.
need your photo.
I want to say the word a lot more, so which
Okay.
line is that for?
We need 2 forms of ID.
Right.
Either a bill that you received, like a gas bill or something.
Yeah, to actually say, no, I got a pass from the brothers. The black tribe, like they had a meeting. All right, man, we going to let Dog have it or what's going on right here? I think we should let Dog say, man, I think we cool with it. All right. From this day forward, the black tribe has said Dog the Bounty Hunter can say all he wants. Print up a card. Who's next? They don't, by the way, they don't have meetings on which white people can say the N-word. They pretty much stand true. We should all not do it. Now, it's hard for us not to laugh when someone does it. I'm with Brett. Brett laughs hard out loud. And some lady, Joanna, emailed me yesterday and said, do you realize that Brett has become Muttley on your show, only with every racist joke? Because he's... But
I'm a hell of a lot louder than Muttley.
Oh, yeah. No, you get louder than Muttley. The key to it is, though, is just knowing that you shouldn't use it. It's hard, though, when you hear someone screaming it, not to go, oh, this is going to get crazy. I enjoy a good conflict, and nothing stirs up a good conflict faster than a white trash guy screaming that, because it's going to end nasty. One way or another, you're going to want to run from that situation. But, yeah, so Dog did not have the pass, but what an interview that was. One of my favorites. And that's today's word for $1,000, 7 o'clock.
ER or A?
No, I haven't decided yet. We'll accept both, I think.
The pass.
Wouldn't it be awful if the radio station's like making you type that out to win money? What'd you win with? I can't say. They made me type out, and I won. Well, yeah, I'm calling. And then we rat them out and get $10,000 for like a racist
there you go.
thing.
What's your favorite racist radio station?
Hey, guys, I'm not real comfortable with today's word. Why? You don't want $1,000? Not that way. Well, then don't play.
Stupid.
Yeah, nobody's got a pass. There's never been a pass. I don't think if ever... I was told that by Neil Brennan, the co-creator of the Chappelle Show, who's white as can be. And he's like, I have a pass. I co-created the Chappelle Show. I don't use it. He goes, unless it's around those guys.
I just ride it.
And he goes, he said, I'm comfortable with making jokes and doing stuff with it, but I don't use it. And I don't think he does at all now. I think he's way beyond that. But like he said that. And he goes, you get a pass. And he said, you can do it when you're funny. I'm like, oh, wow. I don't know anybody that funny. I'm not taking that chance. That's crazy talk. But it sure is funny. And I also loved what that horrible rapist Louis C.K. used to say. He's not that bad a guy. Just everybody has to act like he's terrible.
Right.
Because he said, when you say N-word, you're making me think the word. You're making me the bad guy. Because then with the N-word, oh, geez, I thought it. It's just by saying it. It's the thing is when they keep changing up what fat girl clothes are called. It used to be plus size, and then that became a slur for fat people, and then it was just something else. I just called it husky ladies. Lane Bryant. Lane Bryant is just a way to say it.
Even baseball changing it from the DL to the IL
Right,
and everything.
yeah.
It's like, come on.
Stupid. But there's no pass. I've never once been like Winston and I had lunch at Eric's Family Barbecue a couple weeks ago. And he's like, man, that was good to see you again. And I'm like, yeah. By the way, is there any way you could get me a pass? Like, I would never.
How much longer?
Like, how much longer do I have? I've been a pledge for a long time.
When do I become active?
Come on, I'm looking good. I'm hitting my numbers. I'm standing tall.
I've got my 2 letter of references right here.
Reggie and Winston, they both said that I am an applicant. There is no board. There is no vote. There is no pass. But Dog just kept digging to a black reporter. I was allowed to. Pass expired, and I didn't get a new stamp. Anyway, the word is traffic for today. 7 a.m. traffic, because you're going to be in it. It's probably still raining in the East Valley. It looks pretty good here. Traffic is today's word. 97936. It's coming up here in a couple minutes. You can text that thing for 40 minutes. It'll give you a little alert back that says, hey, nice job. You're entered in to win the KUPD Nation contest. 6 times a day, KUPD gives you $1,000 because we had to dismiss ourselves from the nationwide contest. You guys broke it. Perfect. So they just said, please stop breaking our stuff. Here's money for you guys to have your own contest. Let them have theirs. So we give $6,000 a day just for KUPD listeners. Traffic is the word at 7 o'clock. That's the one you want to run with right there. Beautiful thing. Jeremy's headed out right now. The last day of Operation Hydration. Am I wrong?
I
Is this it, or is there one more?
Let me double check.
The last couple for sure.
I think this is it.
They usually end it the week before Labor Day, but it might be on Labor Day week. I don't know. But today he's going out to Baseline and Higley. Oh, it says it right here. This is the final collection for the whole thing.
There you go.
This is it. And you guys, by the way, through the drinking team, they get a lot of the credit for filling up because they brought an absurd amount of water to this party.
40-foot trailer.
But let me tell you, even without them, this was a big one. We had a lot of donations. We had a lot of people dropping money off, which I didn't even find out until a couple days ago. And a lot of stuff went down. The Phoenix Rescue Mission is loaded. The Code Red Initiative, well beyond expectation this year. One more day, if you guys could help us fill the van one more time. Another wild success for this incredible thing. Again, it's hard to do on a day like today because it's only like 76 degrees right now. The streets are wet. It feels pretty good outside. So it's hard to imagine that 110 degrees kills somebody. But guess what? By the end of the week, it'll be back up there again, and we'll realize how much we need this stuff. So go out there. Jeremy's got all sorts of stuff for you. Still got Slipknot tickets, Korn and Stained. He'll sign you up for those and a whole bunch of other stuff. Higley and Baseline at the Safeway. He should be getting there any moment now. Head on over there and get with Jeremy. He'll have everything you need.
Southwest corner.
All right. Thanks.
It's in my hood.
Oh, all right. Well, that proved it. Well done. Brady knows the corner. If you were struggling with where the giant Safeway was, easy. Make that right. Make that other right.
You'll see a McDonald's and a Neaters.
What else? What's next to it?
Of course, the
There's a
restaurant.
Subway,
what other
there's a
restaurants
Geno's.
Man. Any restaurants on the corner? Any hidden gems?
Not on that corner. The other corner?
Yeah.
You got a couple.
Not that particular Safeway corner. What's the one
Correct.
across what's the
The
intersection?
Fry's Marketplace.
Intersection, though? What do you? Oh, the marketplace. You like to
Higley
eat
and-
inside
Higley and
you
Baseline.
eat in the grocery store?
No.
Oh.
But there's a Thai chili to go there. There's a batched, which is those soft, freshly baked cookies. You know,
You're
calm
getting him
down.
hard
I know, I
over
was just
there.
gonna say,
Please.
calm down. Wow.
I think that's what it's called.
Okay.
That's where I got my Farmer Boys.
Still going. I don't even know what that means.
That hamburger, the one that everyone was talking about, they just opened up. It's called Farmer Boys.
Everyone in your world was talking about it.
And
I've
the
never heard
foodie
of it.
world was a buzzing.
Yeah.
I'm lost.
He's not. He's home.
And all my black friends told me.
That's right. You got to pass in that community, in the barbecue community. Traffic is the word today, and it starts right now. You can get all over that. 97936. And I am now getting emails from people saying, how do we get this abortion tattletale thing going? I need some cash. Yeah, we got $1,000. I think maybe
Move to Texas.
No, it'd be a fantastic thing for the radio station. We'll give you $10,000 if you turn in anyone with an abortion, anyone with multiple
10,000 a
abortions.
day.
$10,000 a day going out the door. If you rat out someone and we arrest them, I can't believe that's real. There's no
Ma'am, with the hanger police.
yeah. I mean, well,
We need to talk to you.
but how does it work? So I think I think this girl's had an abortion, right? All right, I've got proof of it. Then who do I tell? And then how do they go get her?
Right. Are they cuffing her on the spot,
I mean,
pulling her from
you
work?
get arrested? I guess. It seems crazy. I kind of, but 10 grand's a lot of dough. That is truly an incentive, and it's a taxpayer thing, right? They're just taking it right out of the state coffers. Well, they don't have state taxes, so how can it be that? They're just taking it from their money.
No. It's not from the state. You sue the person that you're going for, and the state is guaranteeing a judgment of $10,000 against that person.
So
at least $10,000.
So you got to go to court.
So I got to take someone to court to do this.
And what they're saying is they're expediting that process.
Oh, it's becoming a pain in the ass.
Well,
now.
yeah. Now, before it was just me making a phone call. Now I got to sit in court. I got to pay for a lawyer. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not tax money
You
you're getting.
report abortion violations under the new law, you could get $10,000. So it is kind of the same as when we had those escaped convicts and they had that big prize, and that dude in the Steeler hat tackled him in the field.
Yeah.
And they're like, when does he get his money?
Yeah, you better hope you report Brittany before your buddy does.
Right. Yeah. What if there's multiple reports?
Yeah.
We have to go to the clock. You got in 7 seconds before Dave did. Damn it. I got to go do something. I got to hang around there. And the clinics, there aren't any.
How many cars are now parked out front of the clinics?
What about
some person walking out? Identify that.
Well, there
Yeah,
aren't any
Easter
clinics.
keg hunt.
If you found a clinic, you just say they're doing it, and you get $10,000 because the clinics aren't allowed to do it. You got to find a girl who did it. You get that's $20,000 right there. Girl goes in there post 6 weeks. Man, this is amazing. I think the rat factor would be massive if you started handing out 10 per. I'm thinking about just telling on Toledo for no reason to see what kind of reward there is. I mean, that's the whole deal with the bad criminals get a price tag put on them. Bounties from Old West. That was the fun of Red Dead Redemption. You get that wanted thing up, and you're wanted for like now it's like $1,000. Yes.
There's people moving up to San Francisco right now getting paid not to shoot their gun.
Not to shoot at people. I don't understand the world anymore. And I don't know if I like it more or less. I think I kind of like this mixed up version more. It makes me giggle every day.
Because it's more ridiculous.
It's the ridiculous nature of it is making me laugh. I'm cringing, and I hate it, but I'm also kind of giggling at it. Like, really? Where did our brains go? Where's the guy that used to say, this is a terrible idea, and then people listened to him? He's gone. Anyway. Oh, we'll give you money, too. You don't even have to have an abortion. Traffic. We are going to ask you, though. It's on the sheet for when you fill out the papers for taxes.
Is that next hour's word?
Abortion?
Yeah.
We can change it. We should do rat and abortion today. Traffic is the word, 97936. That's what you're shooting for. What do you got over there on the big board of musical?
Wake Up Song brought to you by our buddies over there at Action Ride Shop. You mentioned earlier the weather's in the 70s, 80s
Amazing.
today. Nice and wet out there, so no better reason to hit the trails than today. And if you need to get that bike service, you need any parts, accessories, or the 5-alarm coffee, just head on over to Action Ride Shop, actionrideshop.com, as well as on Instagram and on Facebook.
Yeah.
We got 6 a.m. on the list. Necro Goblin, Ghost, Alice in Chains, hell yeah, Jane's Addiction, Idiot's Rule, Queensryche, Five Finger Death Punch, Dead Kennedys, Crocus making appearance, Dead, COC, Chad Gray, and Violent Idol's new song. So,
is it
Red
good?
Fang.
You heard it?
I have not heard it, but it's a cover of Beck's Loser.
Really?
Yeah, I have not heard it yet. See if we can
Let's give it a
taste
try. Did they bump it up a little bit?
I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah, give it a taste run, Fern, just in case. But you cover Loser, and it's Chad Gray?
Yeah.
So it's got to have some bounce behind it, a little bit of thump, right?
I would think. Here we go.
Covering Loser.
Top off your summer.
No, that's a commercial.
No.
That's not it. Who's the other guy in it with him?
A band called Violent Idols. I think
you
that's
can't
the guy
do Loser.
from Mushroomhead.
Oh, this
I think
has
that's
to
his
have
name.
some ass underneath it. This is Loser?
It says.
It is.
Want to do this one?
Yes, let's do it. I think we'll tease it, and then let's do that.
You gonna get it?
Violent what?
Violent Idols.
And Chad Gray.
Yeah.
What's he doing now?
But he's back with Mudvayne.
Oh, he's in Mudvayne again?
Yeah. They're well, the checks
does that happen?
stopped cashing
Yeah.
from Hell Yeah, so he's like, those guys in Mudvayne aren't so bad.
Melissa says, wow, a man could get $10,000 for knocking up and turning in a woman. And he didn't want the kid as much as she didn't. It sucks more and more to be a woman. I'm so depressed right now. But Melissa, take heed. It's always sucked to be a woman. It's never been. We've never made that easy. It's the period alone makes our lives better. Plus hair. We don't even have to have it. It is. Look, we can all admit it. Not that it's fair. It is better to be a guy. Completely.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I mean, from a guy's perspective, let me tell you, amazing being a man. I mean, we have our faults.
Man privilege.
Clearly not perfect. All sorts of problems. There are so many benefits. I mean, just the period thing alone. I'd make that gender swap if I could get rid of those. Those seem terrible. That just seems like I'd sell that car every month. This thing leaks all over the driveway. It's like, we gotta get me a male car that doesn't do this. Yeah, anything that just gushes every few weeks, you're like, I gotta sell this thing. If I was a woman, I'd get rid of all of it. Your body hurts different than ours. You're all tender. Ugh. I imagine being a woman to a man would constantly feel like you have the flu. They never feel good. Their skin's all tender and sensitive. You know when you get the flu and it's hard, like you get touched.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's them. Not to say you're weak. I would be weak as a woman, though, because I'm so used to being a man. I'd never make that switch. That's why everybody was like, Caitlyn Jenner did what? Nobody wants to be an old woman. It's just weird. It makes sense to me that Chaz Bono didn't want to be a girl anymore. Like, yeah, I'd do the same exact thing. You're welcome to the world of awesome. You don't even have to comb your hair anymore. Women, they got pressures. Eesh, I don't want that. Not for me. Sorry, Melissa. It's worse. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. This one's confusing to me because, you got to plug in deeper. 10,000.
I know.
To the base.
The word again is traffic. 97936. You can fire that off for another 32 minutes, and you'll get yourself $1,000. Somebody's going to get it. Might as well be you. Go for it. 97936. Traffic is the thing today. This is Chad Gray and the Violent Femmes. Who is it?
Violent Idols.
Violent Idols. And they're doing Beck's Loser, which was a cool song to begin with, but now I don't know what they're going to do with it.
Yeah, I want it.
You really, really, really want it?
Yes, I really want it.
You've been listening to Holmberg's Morning Sickness Podcast, brought to you by our friends at Eric's Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Eric'sFamilyBBQ.com.